Today we're going to be showing you how to turn an $85 office PC into an awesome AAA title gaming machine.
The gaming PC being built in this video will not only be good for gaming, but great for productivity, just like today's video sponsor, Magical, a software tool that'll help you get 10x more out of your PC. If you're like me, you might spend a lot of time reading, writing, and responding to a ton of emails and messages across a lot of platforms. Sometimes having to manage and draft all these responses can be overwhelming. Luckily, our sponsor, Magical, can make your life so much easier. Magical is a free Chrome extension that can boost your productivity and make your response time and data entry so much faster. On average, people save up to 7 hours a week by using Magical, and it works on almost every website. Magical uses AI to automate all the boring things you hate to do, like writing emails, messages, updating forms, adjusting spreadsheets, and more. Running a YouTube channel requires a lot of time behind a keyboard typing up emails, and with Magical, it makes that part of the job much easier. It also helps us scrape websites for data we want for upcoming videos, doing up to 10 websites at the same time. To get started using Magical, use the link in our description down below and click the download button, and boom, you have the Magical extension installed into Google Chrome ready to go. We here at the Toasty Bros love using Magical, and we know you will too, so definitely check that link in the description down below or head on over to getmagical.com to get started today.
So we found this Lenovo P310 off of eBay for about $84.99, which is a pretty good deal on paper. It actually comes with a Xeon processor, and this is almost like the little cousin of the P520. You know, it's not quite as workstation. This could have been used in just normal office environments, but it's definitely getting that workstation point. As you can see, we do have 4 RAM slots. We do have a pretty good sized board that's definitely EATX. It's definitely extended, pretty good airflow. I mean, we got a fan in the front, fan in the back. It's not something we see on office PCs very often. A big FSP power supply, which surprisingly though, only 400 watts, still plenty for our use case. And then it cocomes with an E3-12375. I have to read that because it's
V5.
Newer Xeon, yeah.
Yeah, the V5, which is a 4-core 8-thread, very equal to an i7-6700, slightly faster than it. I've seen people place it in between the 6700 and 6700K, so it's a pretty awesome Xeon 4-core 8-thread, 16 gigs of DDR4 memory out of the box, and the only thing we're missing is an SSD and obviously a graphics card, but for $84.99, this looks like a pretty good option, and this is a workstation system, which is becoming the best option to go for if you are building a budget gaming PC.
And it looks like, I guess it just takes standard RAM. That looks like just Samsung 2133p or megahertz, so I don't think it needs to be ECC yet, when we only have chips on one side, so I don't think it's anything crazy. So it should be pretty easy to upgrade the RAM if you wanted to, but I think we're pretty good with 16 gigs dual channel out of the box.
Now, something we did learn from another video that has a similar situation where it has a 400 watt power supply, but it comes with a 6-pin PCI power connector, is if you have a GPU that doesn't pull a lot of wattages and uses an 8-pin like this 1660 Super, as you can see right here, requires an 8-pin, you can adapt that 6-pin to an 8-pin, but just don't do it for super power hungry GPUs. This one right here will work really well with it.
Yeah, so as far as the inside goes, if you're wondering about expansion, like I said, you can do more RAM. You can definitely, in theory, do a nicer CPU because we have the wattage. You do have a hard drive bay. You have 2 hard drive bays, actually, one here, which is probably where we'll put our SSD. There is no M.2 on this board, so it's not obviously quite as new or as fancy as the P520s. It's also not as massive. Like this one I can actually pick up. It's pretty lightweight.
It's like Optiplex size, like full-size Optiplex size.
It is, yeah, which I respect. Plenty of room for a graphics card, too. You could probably almost get away with the 3-fan card, but we're going to be just using a 2-fan card. And yeah, I think this will be pretty fun, pretty easy to upgrade. And
one thing I did notice is they have a network card in this thing. So
we'll have to move that down.
Yeah, we have to move it down. I'm not sure if we need to use that. I don't remember in the listing there ever being a defective like Ethernet port, but there is a single Ethernet jack. I don't know if it's like...
Maybe they did dual Ethernet or something.
Maybe dual Ethernet depending on the environment it was in. But I guess we just go ahead and maybe check the thermal paste, because this is one where we did buy it secondhand, and if you're going to do...
a little old.
A little old. Might as well just check that. We'll get that cleaned up and show you guys how to do it at home.
One thing I do like about this PC is we have a lot of USB 3. There's 2 in the front, so it actually has a front panel USB 3, and then there's 4 in the back.
It's a lot. That's the beauty of the workstation towers compared to just the normal office computers. They really prioritize like a lot of USB bandwidth, a lot of room for upgrades, that power supply that, while it's only 400 watts, comes with a 6-pin power for a dedicated GPU that would be needed in a workstation situation. And yeah, it makes for awesome little canvas for gaming PC upgrades later down the line when these things get sold in bulk to eBay. And oh yeah, that's pretty crusty. So we're gonna need some some good old rubbing alcohol to clean that ish up. Oh yeah, look at that crusty dusty.
Yeah, this definitely.
God,
I think this would have held us back a little bit.
It would have,
temperature-wise. But honestly, these CPUs are just—they're always so stout that it would still work.
So
12.7. Wait, 1275 V5 E3.
Did I add a 3 that I shouldn't have? It is an Xeon E3 1275 V5, 14 nanometer, 4-core, 8-thread, max boost frequency of 4 gigahertz, which is really cool for a Xeon. And I have pretty high hopes for it in terms of, well, slapping in this GPU and being able to play your favorite esports titles.
I'm really excited to see what the 3D Mark test is going to be like because, as you guys may or may not know, we've been kind of keeping track to be able to compare PCs. And this one being around 250, I'm excited to see if it can actually compare to like maybe a $400, $500 system that we've done.
That's what we like to see with these office computers. Obviously, we want price to performance, but yeah, our tube's broken, guys.
It's literally broken, so I just have to kind of guess. But I'd rather there be more paste than less. So nice and clean. I think we put it back in now. This case has so much room, you can almost upgrade the cooler if you really wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. Full-size system, a lot of room for a graphics card. That's the biggest thing. It's something that you can have the power for, but then you physically can fit the graphics card. We got plenty of room for this GPU, which the 66 Super we got is a little thick.
That is a big one.
It will fit. Next up, we're gonna do good old SSD. We went with this Team Group Vulcan Z 1 terabyte, 2.5-inch SSD because just 2.5-inch SSDs in general, or SSDs in general, are incredibly affordable right now, and this one is no exception. I think we paid $40 for it. Absolutely awesome for 1 terabyte of storage, and you'll be able to install Warzone. Just kidding, you'll install Warzone in a couple more games. That's great. Now, do these caddies have any support for SSDs? And I don't see them, but could I make, I couldn't make some work with that. The best part about these is sometimes you just gotta make it work. And with SSDs, in theory, if you're at home, you can just do this. Just sit it right there, plug it up, and it'll be fine. But here, with our PC Business, PCBros.tech, we've gotta be at least somewhat professional here and try to make it work. So we're gonna get this one screw to line up on this bottom. Actually, can't do that one, because obviously the case will not go back on. So we're gonna go ahead and take the SATA power and SATA data cable that was very conveniently left for us. And we're gonna go ahead and plug it up. Because this one would have normally came with probably just a hard drive, but they removed it and it saved us money.
Ooh, it's an angled. Still might not work. Might have to adhesive it.
You know what?
I think we're gonna go with a classic move, a move that we used to do many, many years ago.
The sticky icky dicky.
The sticky icky.
Sticky icky dicky.
Glad some of our viewers grew up with this because we never did grow up.
The sticky icky little dicky.
It's time for the very high bond adhesive. And I'm kind of thinking, up here.
Yeah.
Would be smart, so I'll just kind of get it in the middle there.
This is the best part, trying to get the other peel off.
We'll see, I prepped.
I
was ready for this moment. All right, we're gonna very carefully and very precise. So we gotta get it kind of low so that the power connectors don't hit the panel when we go to put it on, but
adhesive.
Okay. Good.
Always have some adhesive in your arsenal if you do a lot of these builds. But yeah, SSD installed. We got the thermal paste good. All that's left to do is the GPU, which I've not seen one like this before. This is interesting. Like, what is this?
It's still tools.
Oh,
nice.
Wait a minute. That's so weird. So like, it's a little wiry thing, and you just go.
It's better than like the plastic ones that break.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so we have that out. We're gonna need to move our Ethernet to the bottom slot. Which is cool they included. I don't really know if we need it, but we'll keep it. We might as well.
So we'll take this one out.
We'll take our little extra networking card here.
Which yours may or may not come with. This definitely was a add-on of sorts.
And that seems to be in, like so.
We already got this open too, so.
It's perfect.
We're good.
Take our 1660 Super, which we chose this card because while it does require an 8-pin power, it doesn't pull much power. And it's a very awesome card.
Rusty.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of rust here.
This might have been a little mining card.
This might have been a mining card, but part of this is the fact that you can get these for like $100 or less, and they're really awesome for the price point. There's nothing on the new market that comes close to the price performance. So we're gonna go ahead and take our GPU, try to move some of this extra stuff out of the way because I feel like we're in a, oh gosh.
It's definitely close.
This is gonna be close, and we do have some cables in the way that I might
have to go down, yeah.
Might be able to do this. Let's see. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try moving the SATA. I was gonna keep going, but you know what? We're gonna try moving the SATA.
I'm gonna move this SATA, which I think is it's just going to our DVD drive, so I don't really care where that is.
Who needs that? Unless you're burning CDs in 2023. But I see a bottom screw right here. This one's a little more in depth, ladies and gentlemen. Just avoid this and get a smaller GPU.
Yeah, get a single fan. One of those, I think they're called, Asus Phoenix rather than the Dual.
The Phoenix, and I know P&Y has one that's like that. Can we just go back to the moment where we're like, wow, this thing has so much room?
It does have a lot of room. Just I don't think they. Oh, okay. We just had to really pull. I don't think they anticipated graphics cards this big going into something like this.
This thing is. Yeah, so this is supposedly the front panel, which turns this thing on.
This stuff.
Which this graphics card, with how thick it is going to hit that from what we're seeing. But we're going to try to just get it in and see if we can even have a theoretical chance of plugging it back in. And I'm already leaning towards no.
I'm also worried because it's hitting this freaking thing.
Yeah, what is that?
That's the release for the.
Okay, so I got past that.
Yeah, maybe it'll be fun.
You're pulling a.
I'm pulling
the
RAM. Oh god, this is a disaster. It's all falling apart. Yeah, for the sake of the video, I'm curious if it'll turn on, because it'll at least get you the benchmark performance, but you might be in the route of getting a smaller card would be recommended from us, and that's what we've linked down below. But let's just see if, let's see if the power button works. Yeah, we'll move on for now and see if what we unplugged is catastrophic. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, while Jax is putting that on, is our 6-pin power, which we are gonna be using a handy dandy adapter that you can get on Amazon using the links down below. There are affiliate links that do help us out. 6 to 8 pin. Again, do not use this for really high-end graphics cards. This one right here is barely pulling much power from this PCI power, so using the 8-pin is a good idea.
One thing I think is kind of cool is how they get those extra pins is, from what I can tell, it's literally just extra grounds. There's just 2 extra grounds on the 8-pin, but the power is the same.
So in theory, we had to do a lot to get here.
All because of this graphics card.
All because of the graphics card, so better planning, maybe get something a little bit smaller. Normally with these videos, I do get this thing and then I test the sizing first, then order the parts, but I was seeing this on paper and I was like, wow, anything can fit in there, it looks great. I think we found our limiting factor. Is that gonna shut?
Yeah, they might have to stay open for now. I mean, moral of the story is, they make smaller cards.
They do,
I mean, if you want to, you guys can really hold this against us and be like, wow, this video was a fail, it doesn't work. But like literally, we just don't want to wait to get another single fan card on eBay, but it'll run the same.
It'll run the same, yeah, you get a single fan card.
You guys will still get the benchmarks. We'll still throw the side panel on it to make sure that the temps are accurate, but I don't think we'll have any temp issues. It just turns on, look at that. We have RGB that we won't be able to see.
Hey, let's go. Woo. Because the power button works.
Yeah.
So really, it's these.
Yeah, it's weird. The power button's on its own thing, and the front panel has a very proprietary connector. So, I mean, if you did get a dual fan one at home, you could live with it as long as you're okay with basically just having, which honestly not a bad selection of ports in the back. You still have audio ports too, so this would still fully function. You just don't have an SD card reader and front USB.
So let's just go ahead and get Windows installed, and from there, we will be able to see the performance of this thing and see if those trade-offs were worth it. But again, a lot of the stuff we did here, such as the GPU, you could avoid by just getting a single fan card or even just a smaller 2-fan card to fit in this build.
Hey, the case still shuts though. I mean, this is a sleeper build now.
Money.
All right, guys, we are playing Halo Infinite, and we are running max FOV 1080p, low settings, because that's just what this recommended. I think I could probably play a little higher, but I kind of want a high refresh rate.
That's later, guys, don't you worry.
Oh, gosh.
Off the rack.
I'm getting sniped at. Stop.
Oh. Give me ball, give me ball.
I hear the guy with the sniper again. Kill.
Oh!
Oh my god, I
oh.
suck. Jackson, aim.
Out of ammo.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oh, this feels like a good one. Oh, that didn't work.
Just went over that.
I gave away my location off that grenade. Please. Yeah, I'll take one with me. Pink. Aim. You can't see my head, right? Oh, that was easy.
That was an easy run, and the PC's performing very well.
100 FPS most of the time.
It's time for Peter Griffin to make his return. All right, gamers, we're now in Fortnite. We're running performance settings, 200 FPS limit, and far view distance low texture, so we're on them pro settings. What are you doing here? And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drop in and have a good old time. Again, the main reason I thought this system would be really good is that CPU is very solid, and especially for the price, you can get this whole P310 combo for under $100. Whatever GPU you want to go with, that makes sense for a 6-pin power. Runs pretty good. So let's see if we can keep it up in Fortnite. Yeah, buddy! Whew. Don't get finished off by the AI. Oh, come on! All right, forget this. Ah, someone else is shooting me. Oh! Okay, go away. Go away. Yeah, buddy, that AI didn't stand a chance. Swipe that key card. What we got in said vault, baby?
Whoa. Iron on, is it?
Nice. Oh, hey, what's up?
Ooh. Ooh.
That seems very overpowered.
What?
Okay.
They're just sort of running at you.
Okay. Ah!
Ooh.
Can I even take this anywhere? Ah! Oh. Oh, the train. Can I make the train? Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh no, this is bad.
Uh-oh,
this is
fire.
Ah! No!
Bold heal.
It was a bold heal. I had to get out of there, but I couldn't get out. But hey, top 20, awesome performance. Wait, you're gonna take out Miles Morales? Oh, you took out Miles Morales. That was so rude of you. RIP Miles, but so far still good. Really awesome computer. Run through the mark. We'll talk about the issues we had with it. Obviously, get a smaller GPU, but so far the P310 is looking like a good canvas for an office PC upgrade.
Alright guys, we just got done gaming on our $230 to $250 gaming PC that you guys can easily recreate, and overall the gaming experience went really well. We were able to play Halo Infinite, which is a AAA title that does take quite a bit to run, and we got well over 60 FPS at lower settings, and of course you could even dive into medium settings if you're okay with 60 FPS, and yeah, really the only takeaway is just get a smaller graphics card.
Yeah, it would make things very easy. There's a lot of different cards as well that you can get that only require the 8-pin power, and you can use that adapter and have a really awesome gaming system. And in terms of Fortnite, I had no problems getting a high refresh rate experience. There were some times when things were loading in with the far view distance that we dipped to the 90s, but for the most part, 100 plus FPS, no problems whatsoever. And in terms of that 3D Mark Time Spy score that we like to use to compare all our systems we review here on the channel, we got a score of 5,660, which for reference, the 4060 Walmart PC with the i5 13400F got a score of 10,000, and that was $700. For only $230, we got half the score, which is good price to performance right there. So let us know what you think of the P310 in the comment section down below. Is this something you would consider for a budget gaming PC? In all honesty, this and the P520 are the best options for just slapping in a GPU and getting to gaming, and you can buy all those using the links down below, and you can buy these from PC Server Parts, a company we have gotten P520s from. You can buy these from them as well and save using a coupon in the description.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
This PC right here will be available at PCBros.tech, of course, once we throw a smaller graphics card into it.
Or we're just gonna cut the graphics card in half.
Yeah.
PCBros.tech. For the month of December, you can save up to 5% using code SANTA5 on checkout. You can save 25% off our awesome merch, including this build mat, and you can save $100 off the professional streamer. Hurry. Bye now. PCBros.tech. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Hurry.